So guys, D Maradona 10. I'm going to try and give you a lesson on Do the Evolution by Pearl Jam. This is definitely one of my favorite Pearl Jam songs of all time. This song is very notey. There are a lot of notes that you're going to pick in this song, and there's not a lot of chords. Okay, there's one D sus chord that you're going to use, but that's pretty much it in terms of chords. So let's go over the main riff. First thing you're going to do is put your ring finger on the very top string, the low E string, 6th string up, and you're going to pick it. Okay. After you pick the low E, you're going to go to the A string, 5th string up, on the 8th fret. Okay. So 10th fret to the 8th fret on the A. Then you go back to the E string, 10th fret. Then you go back to the A. Okay, so that's the first 4 things you do. So it just repeats. E A E A. Okay, so after you do that, 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. You go to the 10th fret of the A string, right there, where my ring finger is, and pick it. Alright, after you do that, you're going to bar the 2 middle strings, the 3rd and 4th string up, the G and the D strings, and you're going to pick those 2. Alright, and that whole thing just goes over and over, okay, and throughout the song, pretty much intro, verse, and throughout the song. Alright, next thing we're going to go over is the part kind of in between the main riff that they do. Remember, Pearl Jam has 2 awesome guitarists, and they're playing kind of on top of each other on this song, so not literally on top of each other, you know, they're just, you could hear like the first guitar come in at the beginning of the song, if you listen to it. That's the first guitar, and the second guitar comes in right there. Alright, so in this part, the 2 different guitars are doing 2 separate things at the same time. So when you're doing the main riff, every now and then you're going to hear kind of this. Okay, that's about 45 seconds or so into the song. The first time you hear it, let me see if I can play it for you, so you know what I'm talking about. And it goes back to the main riff. Okay, so that part, I'm going to show you what the 2 guitars are doing, and you know, you can figure out which one you want to do. So first guitar is going to have the first finger on the A string of the 6th fret, 5th string up, and your middle finger is going to be on the E string on the 7th fret. All right, and you're going to just pick those 2 E and A strings 8 times, okay? So 6 times on this position, and then after you do that, you just move that down 1 fret, and then 1 fret again. So it starts at the 7th with your middle finger, and then it ends at the 5th, 2 frets down. But you're going to stay on that 7th fret. Okay, and then the last 2 picks you move down 2 frets, 1 fret for each pick. And then the other guitar is doing the same thing, but down in the middle strings in the 4th fret, okay? On the 5th fret. Your middle finger is going to be on the 5th fret of the D string, okay? And then your first finger is going to be on the G string and 3rd string up, alright? And it's the same thing. It's a little harder because you got to pick the 2 strings in the middle without touching the other strings when you pick, so... Alright, so you could choose this, you know, this one sounds a little heavier than, okay, but if you choose to do this one, you're set up perfectly for the next part, which is kind of, I'm going to call it the chorus part. Alright guys, now we're going to go over what I call the chorus part of the song, which sounds like this. Alright, so first thing you're going to do for this, and this is all picking, okay? It's all, there's one little chord in this part, in fact throughout the whole song. So first thing you're going to do is on the D string, 4th string up, on the 3rd fret, you can put your middle or whatever finger, ring finger down if you want to do that, that's fine. And you're just going to pick it once. And you pick that same string 3 times open. Alright, so should be on the D string. Then you repeat the same exact thing. Then you go to the D string, 4th string up, on the 2nd fret, and you're going to pick it once. Then go open. Okay, so from the top. After you do that open on the D, you're going to go to the 5th string up on the 3rd fret, the A string, and pick that twice. Okay, so. And from that point, you're going to pick again on that A string, 3rd fret, once. Then you're going to pick the open D, 4th string up, and go back to the 2nd fret, okay, of the D string. So then you go back to that 3rd fret, A string, 5th string up, pick that. Okay, so go back to where you go 2nd fret, D string, pick. That point, you're going to go to the 1st fret of the A string, 5th string up, and pick that once. Then go open on the A string. Okay, and then you go back to the 3rd fret of the D string, 4th string up, pick it. Then same string, 2nd fret. Okay, so you go 3rd fret, pick, open, pick, open. And then you're going to go to the chord. Alright, so we'll go back to this part right here where your ring finger's on the 3rd fret. And you pick 1st fret, A string, pick, open. Alright, let's go over the whole thing slowly. So, ring finger on that 3rd fret of the D string. Alright, next thing you're going to do is what I just showed was it's kind of a D chord, alright? So if you know open D, it's pretty much that. You just take your middle finger off, right, and keep your 1st and 3rd fingers where they're at. So your 1st finger is going to be on the G string, 3rd string up on the 2nd fret, and your ring finger is going to be on the B string, 2nd string up on the 3rd, alright? And you just strum that once. And then you go to this part. Okay, which is all the way over to the 14th and 15th frets.